There's a lot to learn in Day of Dragons, and a few key tips can make your experience a lot more fun and less frustrating. Here's a list of things I think every new player should know. They aren't in any particular order, since what's most important can depend on how you like to play. As tempting as PvP or player vs player servers may sound, it's actually best to start in a PvE or player vs environment server. PvP servers tend to have a lot of toxic players, or dragons in this case, who may kill you just for fun. As a baby dragon, you can't choose where you spawn, only what dragon you'll be, and survival is tough. Since you can't fight back, new players often end up as prey. Unless you're lucky enough to be adopted by a friendly dragon, you're likely just going to be a snack. If you do start in PvP, it's best to stay hidden and avoid drawing attention. But really, starting in a PvE server will give you the space to grow your first dragons, learn the game, practice hunting, and understand your dragon's strengths, weaknesses, and special abilities. It's excellent preparation for PvP and will teach you all of the basics. You do not need to buy DLC. A common misconception is that you must buy DLC to play the dragons beyond the 3 base dragons. That's simply not true. While you can only choose from the 3 base dragons in the main menu, you can request to be nested in by other players as any dragon in the game. In PvE servers, this happens a lot, and you might even get a chance to play as rare dragons like the Bio Dragon, which is only Kickstarter exclusive for the initial spawning rights. In the future, the developers might even introduce Bio Dragon NPCs that can nest you in without the DLC. Friends make all the difference in Day of Dragons. Building friendships in Day of Dragons is crucial. You may make a friend simply because they've taken on the role of your nanny dragon on a PvE server. Nanny dragons will often feed you, hide you, and even risk their lives for you, as long as you're kind. Friends are valuable in both PvE and PvP servers, where joining a clan can lead to lasting relationships. Some of the best people I've met are from clans, PvE servers, and even my own Discord, which you're welcome to join. The link is in the About section of my channel. At its core, Day of Dragons is a survival game. Keeping an eye on hunger, thirst, and stamina is essential. Ignoring these needs can quickly lead to death. And be careful with mushrooms. They'll fill your stomach, but they'll also raise your poison meter if you eat too many. To avoid poisoning yourself, eat a mushroom only when you are at least half hungry so you don't overdo it. Pressing and holding F reveals helpful colored wisps around you. A blue wisp is water. Green wisps are edible mushrooms. Pink, edible AI. And red, well, that's blood, indicating either a dead animal or a potential enemy is nearby. If you didn't kill anything, a red wisp might mean an enemy is close, so stay alert. Flying can be tricky. It's not something baby dragons can do. Bio and Blitz dragon babies can soar, but true flight only begins once you reach around 30% at juvenile size. As soon as you become juvenile, however, you can jump off cliffs to start flying. The best way to think about flying is consider a pin in the center of your body. W would put weight on the front of your body, causing you to go downward, and S puts more weight on the rear, pointing your head upward. If you're interested in learning more about flight, check out my flying guide or loose wings, and I do plan on releasing an updated version very soon. Be careful of the water. We've all been there, flying around and we get thirsty. We see a cool pond on the forest floor below and grab a drink, maybe even rest to regain our stamina. When out of the cool blue, a swamp snapper appears, busting through the water in an attempt to dismember our skull from the rest of our body. Luckily, these snappers are fairly easy to defeat, but don't be fooled. I have lost a few dragons to swamp snappers. They draw blood, and bleed damage is no joke. If you're lucky enough to be at Elder Pond when the Alpha Snapper comes out to play, you may even be awarded with a pearl. I've yet to win one, but in certain RP servers, if you're lucky, you could be one of the few to receive either a pearl for the Sand Slayer skin or even the Snow Slayer skin. Hey, if you like this video, do me a favor, click that like button, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss anything Day of Dragons, and maybe even hit that bell icon. You may notice some dragons are bigger than others. Yes, you can grow past adult in Day of Dragons to an alpha or elder stage. You may be wondering, how do you do it? You will notice crystals all around the map, just like this one. You will aim at it and scream your one call if they're glowing in a certain color. What color for which dragon? I'm going to let you play around and figure that out for yourself. I can't tell you everything. You don't have to do this, however. You will receive daily ticks about every 12 hours just for playing. Now, to go with Eldering, you do have stats. Stats are extremely important in Day of Dragons. They will help you in a PvP server by increasing your abilities. The only way to upstat your dragon is to join a clan, however. And I'm not saying an E-stat dragon can't kill an A-stat dragon, but it's much easier if you are the A-stat dragon. It's also better for not wasting your time. Why alpha an E-stat dragon when it could be an A-stat dragon? Also, to go along with this, do not forget to use your perk points. You have 3 main perks. Nesting. This is going to give you better nesting abilities and make better babies. Movement. This is going to make dragons faster on the ground and in the air. And then you have survival. This is going to make your water and food go further so you won't get hungry or thirsty as fast. And there are other perks that these unlock as well, but I'll let you figure that out. That's all I have for now. I can't wait to see you on the servers. Thanks for watching. Later, players.